I am thankful to ASHRAE for providing the equipment grant to ASHRAE's student branch MAIT for the 3 consecutive years. ASHRAE has sanctioned total 10 projects to our student branch, and all of them adhere to ASHRAE's mission, that is, to serve humanity by advancing the arts and sciences of HVAC field, and ASHRAE's vision, that is, to develop a healthy and sustainable built environment for all. The students of this branch have shown extreme compassion and exuberance in completing all the projects with utmost dedication and hard work. In the year 2020-21, 3 projects were sanctioned to the student branch. This is the test facility of a vapor compression refrigeration system where an ejector is used as an expansion device, developed in the year 2020-21. With exponential growth of population, we are harnessing natural resources at higher rate to meet the power demand of refrigeration systems. Thereby, it was pertinent to develop a system with high coefficient of performance so that it induces low power, which in turn would save our natural resources or would be used in less amount. This is the main motive behind the development of this test facility. In order to do so, we fabricated and assembled the experimental test rig vapor compression system using Ejector as an expansion device with R134A as the working fluid. The use of 2-phase ejector as an expansion device led to improvement in coupling reduction and compression work. Expansion work recovery from the system is gained by substituting isenthalpic expansion and convention expansion devices, with the isentropic expansion taking place in the ejector assembly. Thus, we have concluded that there is around 10-15% COP enhancement by using the ejector in the vapor compression system. It is a lot of environmental as well as comfort advantages in comparison to conventional compression system. The second project sanctioned in the year 2020-21 was on household refrigeration system assisted with 2-phase ejector. This project was also selected for presentation in the last winter conference held in Chicago in February 2021. A domestic refrigerator is used to hold a freezer temperature at lower temperature and food compartment temperature at comparatively higher temperature. If these 2 different levels of temperature are achieved by only one evaporator, the compressor work is relatively large due to a high pressure difference between evaporator and condenser, which results in performance degradation. So we developed a system compliant with ejector-assisted dual evaporator vapor compression cycle, which can be employed in domestic refrigerators to maintain different evaporator temperatures. A 14% increase in COP was recorded with respect to conventional systems with the help of the funding provided by the ASHRAE. We were able to complete the project we aimed for and got practical exposure to the thermodynamics concepts of ejectors. The third project sanctioned in the year 2020-21 was on the development of Cascade refrigeration system for low temperature application. The concept of cascading is taught to undergraduate students in their textbook, but there was no setup available in the student branch which could demonstrate the concept and advantages of cascaded refrigeration system. Cascade system is a very interesting application of cold storage systems. With the help of this method, we can achieve very low refrigeration temperatures. Our team got the idea to work on this project during COVID-19 pandemic. We realized the need for cold storage facilities which are useful for storage of medicines, vaccines and blood samples. Present Cascade refrigeration systems employs a series of single-stage vapor compression units which are thermally coupled with a common heat exchanger called Cascade condenser. The present test facility can be operated in single compression mode as well as cascade mode. Presently, we are working on these 4 projects. This is the test facility for air conditioner cum sterilizer for combined application of air heating and cooling. We are thankful to ASHRAE for choosing this project for the presentation in this winter conference held in Las Vegas in January 2022. The idea to build an effective cooling heating system which can act as an air sterilizer is well originated by looking into our surroundings itself. Our team noticed the hazardous air and extreme temperatures in most of the cities of India. According to a report by Ejector, a Swiss air quality technology company, Delhi, the capital of India, was the most polluted capital in the world in 2021. We, as a team, decided to work on this project to contribute to humanity by means of advancements in the air conditioning systems. In this system, the air enters the air handling unit in which it first passes through the pre-filter, where the fine particles of around 10 microns will be filtered out. Further, The bad odor has been absorbed by a carbon-activated filter. After that, air passes through HEPA filter which remove particles bigger than 0.3 microns from the air. Now, the outside air gets purified. After that, the air will pass through a heating or cooling arrangement, depending on the need. The cooling of the air has been done with the help of VCRS, which provides cold water to the sprinkler. The water flows in cellulose pads made in the form of honeycomb structure, resulting in evaporative cooling of the air. For heating of the air, a boiler has been used which injects steam to the sprinkler or steam injector, and when the air enters the sprinkler, air absorbs the heat of the steam, and heating of the air occurs. After cooling, heating the air then passes through the eliminator, which is used to dehumidify the air and maintain the humidity of the air in its range. Further, the purified, conditioned and dehumidified air has been sucked by the suction and exhaust fan, then passing through the UV radiator that work along with reflecting surface which kill all the microorganisms like bacteria, viruses etc. present in the air, and resulting in the sterilization of the air. After that, the purified, conditioned, dehumidified and sterilized air reaches the surrounding area. The present test facility is capable of providing the comfort air in summer as well as winter, along with improving its quality. The second project we are currently working on is development of a double-skin air handling unit with an active air purification system. Normally, when we talk about maintaining the air quality of air with the help of an IU, a passive air purification method, or using a UV sterilizer and duct strikes our mind. But it has various limitations, and its effectiveness against viruses or microbial growth is close to none. Our aim was to fabricate a system which, along with cooling the air, will also disinfect the air as well as the surroundings. We wanted to produce the well-known disinfectant hydrogen peroxide and gas formed by a redox reaction between air and moisture in the presence of T02 and UV exposure, which will do the needed work of disinfection. Whereas the cooling would be done by the help of DX coil assisted with a vapor compression refrigeration system. System also consists of pre-filter, fine filter and HEPA filter for filtration up to 0.3 micron. This project gives knowledge to the students about the heat exchangers, types of filters, UV and obviously about the working of HVAC systems. The next project we are currently working on is development of test facility for training and demonstration of different psychrometric processes. In this modern world of technology, the level of comfort of humans seems to be increasing day by day, so it is necessary to handle science and environment simultaneously. Thereby it is very important for us to do analysis by a process that gives us an accurate and practical scenario of air quality. In the process, psychrometry is the best procedure to follow. The principle of psychrometry gives knowledge to understand air conditioning in most significant way. We teach the principles of psychrometry to undergraduate students, but practical understanding of same can be demonstrated with the help of a developed test facility of same. We have designed and developed the test rig for demonstrating all four psychrometric processes, that is sensible heating, sensible cooling, humidification and dehumidification, and their effect on the state of air. In order to perform all the four processes, we have divided the whole working system into three parts: processing of intake air with preheaters and mixers, steam injection with help of boiler, the vapor compression refrigeration system, processing of cooled air through reheaters and mixer. The system has been included with all robust instrumentation system. We have put temperature control for steam, flowmeter to record the mass flow rate of steam, mass flow rate control for steam, for heating boiler is required, temperature and RH measurement at entry and exit of our major components. The fourth project we are currently working on is Slurry generator test rig. Slurry, it may sound like a simple thing, but the benefit it provides and uses it has is immense. It is basically a semi-solid in nature, containing ice crystals and water along with freezing depressant in some amount. Slurry can be used in many direct contact food and medical protective cooling applications. Especially during the COVID times, it was used to store vaccines at very low temperatures. Sodium chloride, ethanol, ethylene glycol and propylene glycol are the four most commonly used freezing point depressants used by the refrigeration industry. Depending on the type of additive and additive concentration, the operating temperature for slurry can be chosen between 0 to -35 superscript OC. The proposed condensing refrigeration unit consisting of a compressor, air-cooled condenser, fin and coil type 9x9, 2-row deep, 3 8-inch diameter copper tubes, 13 fins per inch, fan 1350 RPM, and capillary tube, evaporator and measurement facilities. Ice slurry tank insulated with foam is connected with an ice slurry generator through an ice slurry circulation pump. This unit supplies the refrigerant to the coil of the ice slurry generator, where evaporating refrigerant at lower pressure withdraws heat from the binary solution, which is finally converted into ice slurry inside the generator. At the exit of the evaporator, a refrigerant vapor of enough superheat is generated from this indirect heat exchange process, compressed and condensed at high pressure to complete the refrigeration cycle. Apart from these projects, 3 projects are sanctioned to MAIT student branch for the year 2022-23. Development of vapor compression refrigeration system with integrated mechanical subcooling as a training and demonstration unit. In the proposed project, an experimental test facility of vapor compression refrigeration system with integrated mechanical subcooling will be designed, developed and fabricated that can train and demonstrate the students about the effect and importance of subcooling. The proposed subcooling technique will be studied to improve system performance. Design and development of vapor compression refrigeration system with dedicated mechanical subcooling. Proposed test facility will be used to understand and demonstrate the effect of dedicated mechanical subcooling in VCRS. The most important effect is the increase in cooling capacity with reduction in compressor discharge temperature and pressure, which, in turn, improves the compressor performance with less power consumption and better life expectancy. Development of IOT-based air conditioning train assisted with 4-way reversing valve. With the advancement of technologies, our lives are directed to the intelligent and smarter regime. Thus, the comfort air conditioning devices ought to be smart enough to recognize our needs. Proposed test facility will be used to understand and demonstrate the implementation of modern IOT techniques in a smart air conditioner. The Institute was able to fabricate these test rigs within the sanction fund by ASHRAE. The Institute provided the basic facilities like computing facility, fitter, welder, carpenter, plumber, and sanitary work. Any extra expenditure was borne by Institute branch and its members. Each year, around 240 students study the refrigeration and air conditioning course as part of the course's curriculum, but the students never got to experience the present practical side of the same, that is, being employed and utilized in the industry today. Present ASHRAE-sponsored projects have not only given the practical exposure to the project members or the current chapter students but other students also, which created the awareness of energy conservation and sustainable development among all the students in society. These projects have helped the students to broaden their minds and search for more and more inquisitive and inspirational ideas in the field. HVAC&R is a broad field which has tremendous potential to inspire students for enthusiastic participation. If given the opportunity, the Institute chapter can keep on researching more and more practical models which can provide a new perspective towards the understanding of this field indefinitely. If the Institute branch is provided with the support, whether in form of encouragement or funding, it will definitely aware the people regarding importance of HVAC systems.